Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is the Daily Rage. First off, a huge thanks for your patience yesterday. I get it, how annoying it is when you go to click on a link and it doesn't work or it takes you somewhere else and you're like, what in the heck is this? Anyway, yesterday there was a massive server outage at my CRM company, and because I build so much of my stuff through them, it impacted literally everything. Which was not the most fun thing to deal with. So here we are today. Everything is back in order. And let's take a look at the NASDAQ because this morning, this is what I'll say, attempting to trade because it didn't end up so well. We have made a higher high from yesterday, so we can update this target. This is the daily time frame. And what I've been talking about is that it remains to be seen like how well we will be able to climb back up toward the cloud and also to this point of resistance. But for now, we actually have a pretty clear path. So that's really cool because we have all the way up to here in terms of our next resistant point. And depending on how many days it takes to get up there, we may come in contact with the cloud before we get to this point of resistance up here. So again, just kind of watching and waiting. What happened to me this morning? Let's actually look at a smaller time frame. All right, so this is a 5 minute time frame, and let's actually start pre-market and take a look at what happened because while the whole of the day I would say was pretty janky, there were some decent spots, but you really would have had to nail it with your timing, which I did not. So I'll tell you how that played out for me in just a sec. So we were cruising lower before the market opened. Then we found some support down here. Buyers came back in, started to push this up. Then this, of course, was the open. There was an initial push down. Then we got ourselves going higher. Okay, cool. But again, ran into like this same level of resistance here from earlier. Eventually, now there's a lot of wick on these things, so that was kind of gnarly. There was another number at 8 o'clock my time, so that was this one, went all the way down to here, pretty big range on that candle. But once it hit down at that point, it actually was able to bounce a little bit. So everything I tried today was like really short, not a lot of follow through. And I call a day like today a teeter totter because I'd be like up like 100 or 200 bucks, and then I'd be down 100 or 200 bucks, and then I'd be up 100 bucks, and then I'd be down 100 bucks. And I'm like, this is just getting annoying. So I actually ended up down. I just said, I'm going to quit. I'm going to stop right here because I was at 299.7. So I was like, all right, I'll just call it good. Less than $300 loss. That is fine. I will just come back tomorrow. And I'm glad that I did because this just got super chop in here. If we go back to the daily, so even though we have had some upward movement today, the last few days have still been really teensy tiny in terms of overall range. So to me, I'm like, that still showcases indecision to me, so I'm just staying as safe as I possibly can. Wanted to let you know that Vicky's class is currently open. The morning method starts May 5th. She's going to be doing a live trading room starting in May, starting that day, May 5th. And as a valued member of the Daily Rage community, you can actually get 50% off extra when you type in Mindy, Mindie, as your coupon code. So you will save an extra 50% off. One of the things I really appreciate about what she has created is that she has a system that is based on simplicity. One market, one time frame, one setup, one time a day. So I'll link you over to this page, or there's a link down below. You can watch our video presentation here and then decide if it's the next best step for you according to your trading goals. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.